I'm on a mission to make $10,000 a month in my business, and in this video, I'm trying to figure out the best ways to spend my limited time. I have a 9 to 5 job. I'm married with 2 young kids, and for me, I want to get rid of the 9 to 5 job. I'm trying very hard to get rid of the 9 to 5 job, but of course, I need to make enough income because we're at a point in our life where we have expenses, we have responsibilities. Like I have things going on. So before we get into like all that whole topic, let's talk about how these videos are going to work because I am building my business in public daily with these videos. This is day 24 of me trying to make $10,000 a month. And this is also me trying not to sneeze. Um, and I have this broken out by segments here. So things that are top of my mind, the reason probably why you clicked on this video, what are the best ways to spend your limited time? We all have limited time. We all have the same amount of time in a day. So how do we choose what things to work on in that day to move us forward? And I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, how are you doing this every day? What are your thoughts on how everything is working? And then maybe it's something that what I did in the business today. And then the important things tracker at the end is a spreadsheet that I'm keeping track of to see how I am growing in the things that I care about the most. And when I see that the growth is slow or not happening, then I just see it every day and I get, I try to figure it out. So let's talk about time. So I would say daily, I have like 3 to 4.5 hours to work on this, to work on the biz. Okay. And that's like best case scenario. As you can, I don't know if you can hear, but like our family's been going through a little illness patch. For some reason, the smallest of kids have the largest of germs, and it just is insane. I've never been this sick before. Before having kids, I'm sick all the time now. So, is what it is. Um, so this has been slightly lower recently, but again, we kind of have to do what we have to do here. And so, if we were to average that out, so let's say it's I don't know 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's like 28 hours. We'll call it like 25 hours a week. So weekly it's 25 hours. We'll just make it easy for math. So for me, what do I do? Well, I have YouTube pointing to Skool, which is a community platform. So this is my main community here. And then I have one for entrepreneurs as well. But that's kind of my strategy. I'm not on any other social medias. I used to do all the social medias, and what I found is just it's a distraction, to be quite honest. Like I was, there's tools that I have that you could clip stuff, right, and then send it to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, all these places, right? And it's just one click of the button. They all just go out and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I was spending time going on to each of the platforms to see how the videos were performing and then trying to optimize each of the platforms. Like it was just a pain in the ass. So I was like, okay, honestly, like I am a YouTube user myself. Like I feel most comfortable on YouTube. So I'm just going to stick to YouTube. And at the end of the day, I just think based on what people that are way ahead of me and probably you are saying online is that YouTube has the most valuable customers on it and you get the most watch time. So for me, those two things are why I chose that. And then Skool is just such an easy, simple platform to grow on. Business noob like myself. So this is what I do. So now in the communities, I have a free community. And this is just general personal finance, I'll call it. Okay. And then I have a paid community, which is it's a done for you for entrepreneurs, stuff with finances. Okay. Did I spell that right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, where am I putting my time? For a long time, I've been putting my time into here. And I just realized recently that I was trying to sell to broke people. And I was spending a lot of time trying to talk to people, trying to get them, into this monthly recurring revenue thing that I have. And everyone either said that it was too expensive or all the stuff was overwhelming. Like they didn't think they would be able to keep up with all of it. Like they would feel like they were not utilizing all of it. And it was all great feedback. But at the end of the day, this is me. I was trying to charge people to make a 0 to 1 transformation when at the end of the day, this is the hardest kind of transformation to make, especially to broke people, right? So the other day I made a post in that community like, hey, what are you struggling with the most? And not that I get a lot of engagement, but I probably had like 10 people answer, and it felt like half of them said, "Oh, I have low income." But so it's like they're already telling themselves that they don't have enough money to do stuff. So it's like, damn it, like how am I gonna do this? So I recently pivoted. I've been in the finance industry for over a decade, um, making like, I don't know, cash flow analysis, income statements for companies making $1 million to $10 million a month. Some of them publicly traded companies. So I have a lot of experience in doing like dashboards and stuff like that. So this is me um, trying to work with entrepreneurs now that are looking to remove the finances of their business, and I would just kind of do the organization. Like, let's look at the business expenses and income, and then the personal, like how are you commingling all of those things. It can be pretty challenging, and you just, if you're spending like a lot of time thinking about it or doing it, and you'd rather just like spend time working on the business, that's why I made this community. Okay, but anyway, it's like, okay, now how do I reallocate my time? Well, on YouTube, I have this YouTube channel. So I have Entrepreneurs in Progress, and I also have my main YouTube channel, which is, I talk about personal finance here. So every day on both of these channels, I record whatever, 10 to 20 minutes. As you can see, I'm not editing these videos, so it doesn't take me a lot of time. Takes me a few minutes for a thumbnail, which I'm trying to improve because not a lot of people are clicking on it. But I appreciate you clicking on this one. That's great. And so maybe I need to spend more time in the packaging of my videos, because at the end of the day, like, no one clicks, no one watches, no one goes to the community, right? So I am spending a good amount of my time every day on YouTube. But for me, that's like the lead generation, because would I solve all of my business problems? Let's say, like right now, I'm getting dozens of views on videos, right? Let's say I get 100,000 views on a video. Would that significantly increase the ability or the chance that people would join my communities? Absolutely, right? So like, why wouldn't I work on this? And this is, in my opinion, the best long form, like long term platform where, like, I don't know, something I did a year ago could pop off tomorrow and drive people to school. Whereas like on, say, I don't know, Instagram or TikTok, it's probably not the case unless you're like searching for a video. I don't think they really surface like old stuff to you. It's all, I don't know the algorithm, but I think YouTube's the best platform for that. So this is me just kind of allocating, I would say, an hour a day to this, to YouTube. And then, so let me make like a little chart here. So this is what I think I'm spending my time on based on like an average every day. So what I do is I wake up early, I do an exercise, and then I jump on here before I have to go to my 9 to 5. So I spend, probably an hour doing the 2 videos, the thumbnails, some thinking, some like looking at metrics of recent videos, things of that nature. School, I'm probably on for, I probably spend 1.5 to 2 hours per day. And some of this is during my exercise period when I started with just like a walk, like an elevated walk. So maybe 15, 20 minutes or something. I'm on school. Maybe this is a little less. Maybe this is like 1 to 1.5 hours. And I'm just trying to, the discoverability on school is insane, to be quite honest with you. Like, a lot of people in my community, where I have almost 250 people now, probably have come from school, like a school itself, where you can go to this Discover Communities thing and you can just search for stuff that you want. And just really cool. There's like 1,000 million different types of communities in here. Very cool. And that's how a lot of people have found me. Or me posting in different communities, people have jumped over to join and support, or they want to learn something, right, etc. So just pretty cool. So I would say, want to, like, posting, commenting, reading stuff, trying to see what other people are doing. So like, I'm in other business school communities, right, where I'm trying to learn how people are doing things. So I would say 1 to 1.5 hours. So now I'm already at 2 to 2.5 hours. And if I'm spending 3 to 4.5 hours, that's a lot, right? Calls is probably like the I would say every day, I don't have a call every day. So it's probably like, I'll say like, I don't know, 0.25 hours per day. Maybe that seems right. So every like 3 or 4 days I have a call or something. That seems right. And then I would say strategy. Um, I would spend like 30 minutes on every day, so 0.5 hours. Um, and then some fulfillment. It's probably not a lot right now because I'm only working with 2 people for that entrepreneur thing at the moment. But I know for a fact that this is gonna work out. Like I know that this will sell. I just need to figure out how to sell it. Fulfillment. How did I spell that incorrectly? There we go. Is that right? Oh wow. Okay. So I'll say that this is, I don't know, zero point 0.5 hours again. So what are we at here? Two. We're at 2. We're at 3. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that because I think that's about kind of the range here. So what I really want to do is I want to be so overwhelmed here, fulfillment, because that means people have bought from me, right? And this too, calls, means people have bought from me. But then what I don't want to lose sight of is the strategy. I don't want to lose sight of moving forward. I don't want to just be doing. I want to be thinking the next steps ahead, like how do I improve this? I don't want to sacrifice this or this because this is how likely the person found me, right? It's either through YouTube or through school. Like there's really no other way unless I bump into them on the street and they're like, "Hey, I want to join your community," right? That would never happen. Um, so yeah, this is just kind of how I'm thinking about this. I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, how do you break up your day? What are the most important things? So if I only had an hour, I would just do this. Just to be perfectly clear, I would do this. I have a daily habit of just uploading a video every day because I know eventually it's just gonna work. The audience is gonna find the videos. YouTube's gonna help me out finding the audience. If I only had an hour, I'd do this. Now, if I only had an hour in a call, I would still do this, and I would figure it out. Whatever, I would figure it out. But at the end of the day, this is the most important to me. I think I kind of like order these the proper way. Like, not that fulfillment's the least important, but I want this to be. I don't know. I guess I just haven't done enough of it to where I would notice a difference. And I do have a 9 to 5 job. Sometimes I am able to do a little fulfillment in at my job because it is like spreadsheet work and dashboard stuff. So I can kind of get away with that, but I don't try. I try not to do that if I don't have to. So that's what's been going on here. Let's do the important things tracker because I like to punish myself and see where I'm not doing anything. So revenue is the first one. How much money did I make in my business today? I made $0. YouTube channels. Let's go to YouTube's. Entrepreneurs in Progress. We have 6 subscribers. My main YouTube channel, Chris Wendt, is at 786. I did one of these late last night, these videos, so I'm not expecting much to change here. Communities, Dollar Discipline Universities, it's at 248. And my Entrepreneur Cash Flow Lab, the Done For You service, is 4 members. Great. 248 and 4. So guys, if you're really vibing with these videos, like the Entrepreneur in Progress feeling, like if that's you, if I'm speaking to you when I'm making these videos, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know what you do daily or what you prioritize daily or what kind of accountability things that you do for yourself to kind of keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get to $10,000 a month and I'd love to hear what you guys are saying. So for that, I will see you tomorrow.